Hey Tauruses, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot and astrology for July 13th through the 19th of 2020. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot and we're going to look at your week ahead. We're going to dip into the astrology just a bit, but there is so much going on and the energies are just so much right now. I am not going to be able to do it justice, so do check out White Light Astrology's monthly overview for July. It's really going to help make sense of everything that's going on right now, because I mean, I'm sure you guys feel it. The energy is insane right now. It feels like every day we wake up and there's a million new things that have happened and that are going on and that are falling apart, and oh my god, I can't believe this came out, I can't believe this person said this, did this, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's just say that it's been exhausting. So let's look at your week ahead here. Ooh. Hold on one second. There we go. This has been quite a ride. And in Cancer season, which is a season that I find Tauruses tend to look a little bit more forward to. For lots, second house, so that's all about career, money, all the Taurian aspects. It's also a time, Cancer and Taurus both have this very nurturing, stable, I'm not really going anywhere. I like my shell, I like my home, and I'm going to take care of that. Let's not put ourselves in a position that, could change things too much. Let's not put ourselves in a position where we could get hurt or not enjoy something. And we could be at home relaxing. But this Cancer season, in this July 2020, it's different, right? It's definitely not the season we were expecting to come along. And it's exhausting a little bit. It's very, where do I start? Let me just pull a few more actually before we keep going here. Hold on one second. Before I even say anything, let me just pull one more. There's a lot here. Yeah, be careful with your words. And I feel like I keep having to say this to everybody, but Mars is in Aries and everybody's ready to pop off about everything. Even if we don't realize that we're ready to pop off about something, it can definitely happen this week. It's interesting. There's a couple cards here where I feel like will make a lot more sense as we go through the reading. But let's talk about this here first. Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, the Lovers reversed. There's a real heightened sense of energy right now, that's for sure. And yet, look at how opposite these cards are. Like, how weird is that with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Swords right next to each other? Those are two extremely opposite feelings. This is rest, recuperation, recluse type of energy. Like, let's, take a step back. That's some isolation energy right there. Let's take a nap and let's relax. But the Ace of Wands is right in front of it. And it's saying, there's this real push and pull need for you to rest. And yet there's so much energy behind a lot of what we're saying and doing right now. And it's because we got Mars and Aries, and it's just shoving things along on its own agenda. It's, you know, let's communicate this way. Let's just, you know, things just popping up, cropping up out of nowhere. And there's a lot of fire behind these words, a lot of fire behind these actions. And with that Lovers card reversed, I feel that there might be frustration and, you know, fighting, maybe even in relationships. And in terms of our own decisions about what to do about something here, we're not going to make the best decisions in terms of what to do and what to say if we have these two very opposing types of energies within us that are vying for importance. And I mean, look at these two cards. I mean, again, this is such a topsy-turvy week for energies. So definitely go check out the astrology, because it's holding us all hostage. And for you guys, it's going to bring up, you know, this real feeling of frustration and anxiety, because, you know, we want to move forward and yet we also want to rest. You know, Cancer season is our time to enjoy and to rest, and to eat good food and to go swimming and enjoy the outdoors, like, and do all those things that we like to do as Tauruses. And yet here we are totally burdened with the 10 of Wands. And it could be that we're really overburdened by work, we're overburdened by responsibility right now. But whatever it is, we're carrying too much responsibility that maybe we shouldn't be, that maybe we need to start delegating to other people. And this Mars and Aries is really going to bring that up and say, hey, have you been pulling your weight? I've been pulling my weight. This is what I've been doing. And I feel frustrated right here that you're not doing that. Or I feel like, you know, I'm doing all this and this is where I want to be, and that's why I'm flipping out this way. There's a real sense of heaviness to the energy right now. And even right now, it's like, you can't hear it from where it is right now, but there's some thunder going on in the background. It's like the sky is about to break. And that's the kind of energy that that's really pervasive right now, honestly. And then we get this kind of stuff, right? After that 10 of Wands, we get this... we get this really great Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords isn't, you know, like a negative card or something, but she has a lot of independence in her communications and to forge her own way in the world. She's very intense. She's very sharp. She's very witty and intelligent. And she's that Gemini energy of, I have something to say and you have something to learn. So let's talk about it. Let me teach you something. Let's talk about it. You know, there's a lot of communication, and it's communication from the mind, and it's communication from that more air sign place. Again, Mercury's going direct tomorrow, so it is kicking the door on its way out. If you're wondering why I'm talking like Yoda and not finishing sentences, right, and saying things backwards, that is why. It was always so rough for me, and I'm a Cancer rising, so this has been just so rough, especially in terms of speaking. But she brings up this Tower in reverse. Let's talk about something that has come down within us, that has really, where we felt very oppressed. Let's talk about that. Maybe where we felt oppressed within a relationship. Maybe where we felt oppressed to, you know, put fun and our own enjoyment to the side here in order to do something for somebody else, in order to put in work. It just feels like our own needs have been put to the side for maybe too long for a lot of you with that Hermit and the 10 of Cups. Our needs in terms of love, our needs in terms of, you know, connection with others, our need for terms of our need in terms of understanding each other in a loving relationship, and truly being able to have that contentment and that emotional richness that we, as a Venus ruled signs, so desire. We want that empathy, connection, and emotional bliss. And yet there's the Hermit right before it. It's like we're contemplating what that even is for us now, and what it would take to get there. What is that anymore? Everything is shifting and changing, and what does that look like to us? Because this is having us really look at what, again, we find enjoyable. It has us also reevaluating friendships and relationships, and how, again, how we enjoy ourselves versus how we work. And what we allow ourselves to enjoy, how we beat ourselves up maybe and say you're not allowed to have these things right now because of all this, etc. There's this real push to understand these things a little better this week and to look at them. And as I say that, for some reason, something just like banged in the distance. So take that as a sign. But let's see here, because you have hard card here, and I just want to say, with this Mars and Aries energy, don't try to manipulate fights to win. And if you're not, And again, Tauruses have this thing. I can't relate as much to this because I have a lot of Aries, and I have Aries and Mars and Mercury. So I don't usually have the Taurus thing where, you know, let's not communicate about anything. Let's just bury it down and never talk about it. I'm a lot better about that than I think a lot of other Tauruses, but I know that that's an issue for you guys. It's the throat chakra. We have to speak our truth. We have to speak how we feel instead of doing it when it's convenient for others. Put yourself first is a message that I get. And, ooh, one at a time, one more. Yeah. We have to let these fears, these things come up and out of the water because they will. For some, like with Aries and I keep saying Aries, Mercury, Aries and Mars, or Mars and Aries. I'm saying everything backwards. I'm so sorry. Oh, what has this Mercury retrograde done to you guys? As you can see, it has really turned me into like Yoda with the speech. But we get that moon card right there with that Two of Cups reversed. It's where we don't feel love, where we don't feel supported, where we feel that there is false love and a disconnect within a commitment, within a relationship. I am feeling this. What are you feeling? Let's bring out these more really, the more fearful aspects of yourselves, the areas that we have armored up and not really dealt with, the things that we haven't spoken about, you know, that need to come out and instinctually will in this energy. And especially as we approach that new moon in Cancer on the 20th, 21st, it's going to help you focus on what's good for you. What do you need? Because if you're not getting it and you're feeling this loss of love, you're feeling this misunderstanding in terms of love, this thing where you have wanted something and you're just not getting it, and you're realizing deep down, wow, this isn't what I've dreamed of. This isn't what I want. I think I want something else. I don't think I want it to look this way. Are our goals the same? And let's have, you know, again, these are conversations I think that we need to have, especially for relationships, etc. But we need to find foundation out of this. We need to uproot ourselves out of where we have been and change the situation. Again, Jupiter's in Capricorn, and what is unsustainable is just not going to work anymore. You might not want to do this, but this is like a need that you need to take care of. This is something that you need to deal with, need to work on, need to put effort into, because it's not going to go away. With Jupiter retrograding in Capricorn, we've got to put in the work. It's like, it asks you to take care of the things that just need to be taken care of. Like if your car was broken, or if in my experience, or, you know, for example, with me, we just got a new bed because our bed is terrible. And it was like, literally, it's just been just killing my back and my sleep. And it's like, it gets to a point where you're like, okay, I have to take care of this. This is something that we actually have to deal with. Whether I want to or not, whether I want to pay that money and I want it to be something I have to pay for and wait for, I have to do it because it's for my health. It's something I have to take care of. Or if your car broke down, you'd have to get it fixed. If you plan on driving places or going to work, right? Same with yourself. Same with your relationship. Same with your needs. All right, Taurus, let's pull from the Le Tarot de Femme Erotique. I can never say it right because I did not grow up speaking French. I learned Spanish growing up. I'm not bad with that, but I'm pretty terrible at French. All right, let's pull one of these. Ooh, yeah, we like that. That card came up a little bit. Wow. One at a time, guys. One at a time. Let's get one more here. These cards are nudie, so just be aware of that. There's some sexy nudie cards. Oh, interesting. Wealth forever. Don't worry, where you're taking aim right now, you might not be able to see where it's going, but you're going to have to trust. You're going to have to trust. Eyes closed, take aim. You have to take aim with your feelings. Not with what's practical, not with what makes sense. Not with all those material things anymore. Not in the world that we live in today, right? And then we get Three of Cups. Grace. Celebration, unity. The very opposite of that Three of Cups kind of vibe that we're getting in here. It has you, again, focusing more on what's going to make you happy. You have to feel through this. It's all about the emotions. It's all about what you feel, what you need. right now, okay? So those are your messages, Taurus. I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. If you or anyone else that you know ever needs a reading, all my information on booking is right below this video in the description box. Sorry, if you're wondering what happened to my face, I tripped and fell into some incense at work. Scraped my whole face up. I'll clear that one up right there. And if you guys are interested in getting your astrology, natal chart, your birth chart, your compatibility charts, maybe with a loved one or someone you're interested in, or numerology analysis, they do an amazing job over at Truly Divine. And you can use my code DEKU30 for 30% off. You can use it as many times as you want and send it to as many people as you want. So have a wonderful and blessed week, guys, and good luck in all these crazy energies. Good luck with this Mercury retrograde finally turning direct, because as we know, it just loves to kick the door on its way out. So I love you guys, and I wish you all the best. Namaste.